directed that fresh orders be served to the anti-terror police unit to present former Nairobi governor in court. Sonko was supposed to appear before trial magistrate Peter Aoko this morning but did not make it, his defense team arguing he is unwell. Sonko is still admitted at the Nairobi hospital. My colleague Mark Namaso now joins us live. Mark, what else are you learning from this?
Now, Sonko was supposed to be produced in court today at 9:30 a.m. Those were the directions that trial magistrate Peter Aoko had issued yesterday to the anti-terror police unit to produce him in court today at 9:30 a.m. That did not happen. Now, yesterday also, Sonko's legal team, led by counsel John Khamino, had argued that their client, that is Mike Sonko, is ailing and requires to go to South Africa for a hip surgery procedure and wouldn't be able to make it to court. Now, this complicates the matters for the former Nairobi governor, who has spent almost a month at the Nairobi hospital admitted, even as his series of court cases continue. Remember, former Governor Mike Sonko has a cluster of about 4 court cases. They range from 2 corruption charges, as well as another case that links him to terror activities, as well as another case that also links him to assault, robbery with violence. So he has a series of a cluster of 4 court cases which can be broken to several charges. So he is in a situation in which he has to dash from one court case to the next For instance, on February 16th, that is last month, the anti-terror court at Kahawa had directed that the anti-terror police unit should not even interrogate him while he's still in hospital until he recuperates. But that also complicates matters for now this other case, the Milimani Law Courts case, where he has to answer to charges of participation in corruption. Now they cannot go to the Nairobi hospital and get him out because this other court had directed that he has to be well enough to be able to face the charges that are against him. Now, at the Milimani Law Courts, he has 3 separate cases, 2 that involve corruption, one at Chief Magistrate Douglas Ogotis, and the other one that he has to face Peter Aoko. And he also has to face assault charges at the same Milimani Law Courts. So at the Milimani Law Courts, he has to go into 3 different magistrates for all those cluster of cases, then dash to the Kahawa Wendani anti-terror court to answer to terrorism charges. So he's a very busy man. So what this means is that yesterday, that is on Monday, it was directed, the court directed the anti-terror police unit to produce him in court today at 9:30. That has not failed. So that has not transpired. So that has forced the magistrate, Peter Aoko, to issue fresh orders to produce him on Thursday. Now, remember, tomorrow he also has another appearance at the anti-terror courts at Kahawa Wendani. So whether that happens or whether that does not happen is another case altogether. Then this means that on Thursday, if and when he makes it to court, it means that on Thursday he will have to go to attend to 2 court matters. One, he has to go to the anti-terror. Sorry, he has to go back to face Peter Aoko and answer the corruption charges. Then also dash to the next court and answer to Douglas Ogoti, the magistrate there, concerning also another corruption case. So he's a very busy man, beleaguered by a series of court cases, as well as now, as it is emerging, medical tribulations. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Mark Namaso, for that detail on the cases that Sonko needs to answer. Of course, we'll be keeping that bulletin. We'll be keeping an eye on it to give you much more on that in the subsequent bulletins. Now, National Cohesion and Integration Commission is working with the Communication Authority of Kenya